Okay. Let's see. There we go. It's working. It's working. Hello and happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday Sessions. I'm AC Brown. I am your psychic channel, medium, spiritual guide, and teacher, and voice of truth. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in to another Sunday for the Sunday Sessions. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we have a lot to talk about. Make sure you have your pen and your piece of paper. Yay, happy Sunday. You made it. Your pen and your piece of paper. We're going to be talking about all things Aquarius season, and also the title of today's show is Being the Black Sheep and How Is Your Superpower? And it ties right into Aquarius season, which is starting today. So welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone. Let me know where you are watching from. That would be great. Just put it in the chat. That would be amazing. Make sure you have your pen and your piece of paper, please. So you can write down things. You can always remember it or come back to the video whenever you want to, whenever. So you can do that. But I want to welcome you all to the Sunday session. So like I said, today's session, we are going to be not just redefining what it means to be the black sheep, but we're going to be celebrating it. So if you've ever felt like you didn't fit in, or your differences made you an outsider or made you different, especially like in your family or in your friend group or in the school, all of that stuff, we're going to talk about that and how that kind of coincides with Aquarius season. And we have lots of things in Aquarius right now. So let's see where people are coming. Denver, Indianapolis. Okay, reflector. Welcome to all the reflectors. And just to let you know, you can watch this on Instagram and YouTube. It doesn't matter. The replay will be on both. So thank you everyone for showing up. But make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper, because we're going to be talking about being the black sheep and the Aquarius season. So I like to say that being the black sheep isn't a flaw. That's usually the person in the family who is the cycle breaker, the one who's supposed to change things, the one who's going to do things differently, the one who is definitely doing things just outside of the box, for the family, for the friend group, for the neighborhood. It's just a change. A lot of times that being the black sheep can be your power. It's a signal that you're here to bring something new into the world. You're here to challenge norms. You're here to do things that are very differently. I see Chicago's in the house and Maryland. Yay. You're here to do things differently. You're here to create your own path. You're here to chart your own path. You're here to do your own things. So today we're going to shift the narrative about that. And we're going to explore why your quirks and uniqueness, how they can be gifts, how they can be utilized for good for your life, how they're not, being the black sheep is not a curse. It's not a bad thing. It may feel uncomfortable because the people in your life are like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you like us? This doesn't make any sense. You should be more like us, all of that stuff. So we're just going to shift the narrative. So the goal for today's session is really to help you all see how your individuality can be a source of strength and leadership, how you can create space where you can reflect on what makes you different and how those qualities kind of contribute to your unique identity. And also to empower you all to claim your role as a leader and not as a misfit. Because many times when you think about being the black sheep of the family or just the one that's different, you feel odd, you feel out of place. But that's today's goal, is to not do that. So I don't want you to feel that way. Okay. Yeah. So I'll say that. So anyway, I was looking at something. Anyway, child, let me say this. Aquarius season, is interesting. I have my Mercury in Aquarius. Pluto's also transiting my third house. And I will say that I have the urge to curse people out all the time. So I'm trying to like reel that in and not do so, especially when people are getting on my nerves. So yeah, I have the urge to curse people out all the time. I'm trying to reel that in, but I'm probably just going to start cursing people out. I think that will probably be best for me in my growth, in my development, instead of like holding it inside. I need to just curse people out. And I think I'm going to do that. So if you feel the need to curse people out, please do so. Curse people out. Don't hold it in because it's not doing you any good when you do that. So, anywho, back to what we were talking about. So, I want you all to think about today as a celebration of you. You are exactly where you need to be. I want you to release any judgment or pressure to fit into a mold. And let's talk about what makes you magical, what makes you extraordinary. So, first, let's talk about Sun in Aquarius. So, we have a lot of Aquarius placements happening, but like I said, Pluto is transiting Aquarius. That's something that's happening for 21 years. So that's what we're doing for the next 21 years. For some of you who are watching this, this might be for the rest of your lifetime. It might be for the rest of my lifetime. Who knows? But we have Pluto in Aquarius. So with Pluto in Aquarius happening, Pluto in Aquarius is going to bring a little bit of shaking the table energy to that house that it's in, and it's going to call you to think differently, to act differently, to express yourself differently when it comes to any kind of Aquarius nature. So I want you to think that Aquarius is an interesting zodiac. And so the sun, since the sun, it governs your identity, the sun is like your basic B part of yourself. And it is the essence of who you are. So I like to say when people first meet you, they're meeting your rising sign. They're meeting the presentation, not necessarily the mask, but they're meeting the version of yourself that your soul chose to get through this lifetime. That is your rising sign. And then you have your sun sign. Your sun sign is the basic nature of you. I like to say it's the basic B of you. People won't really get to know your sun sign until they are really within the realms of who you are and your space, and they've had some type of intimate moment with you, not sexual or anything, just intimacy or some type of familiarity with you. That's what the sun sign is. So when we think about the sun entering Aquarius, it kind of shifts our focus towards individuality, innovation, and breaking away from the norm. So like I said, with Pluto transiting Aquarius for the next 21 years, that house that is transiting is going to have you step into where you want to be an individual, where you want to innovate and break free from different things. So with this kind of double energy that we have, Aquarius is also an air sign, and it's ruled by Uranus, which is the planet of rebellion and originality. And it's also ruled by Saturn. So there's an old way of Uranus, but it's really ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of discipline and structure. So I like to say that it's ruled by both. For some people just, claim it's only ruled by Saturn. It's very rare, but it's ruled by both Uranus and Saturn. And so both of these planets have a very interesting duality. So Uranus, rebellion, originality, and then Saturn is discipline and structure. So this difference makes Aquarius energy both a visionary and grounded in practical action. And so when you think about these energies of Aquarius, what you are really trying to step into during this time or allow to really come into your world during Aquarius season is Aquarius is all about embracing what makes you different. It reminds us that our quirks and our quirks are, they're not flaws, but they're really essential to our identity. And so when you're thinking about how you're going to feel, I want you to look at your chart. Even if you don't have any planets there, you have a house that represents Aquarius. And I want you to see what is getting the light shined on it right now, because Aquarius energy not only is going to affect you for the next 21 years with Pluto there, it's also going to affect you during these next few weeks with the sun moving through Aquarius. So there's going to be a sun and Pluto conjunction, because they're in the same sign. And that's going to feel very interesting. And it's going to call you to kind of step up, and it asks you, like, what sets you apart? What makes you different? How can I use these differences to shine in my job, in my family, in my community, within myself? What am I holding back that I'm not showing? What am I having challenges with that make me feel like my uniqueness should be hidden? So Aquarius energy is going to really ask you to step into a new version of yourself. I like to say that Aquarius energy is all. Hmm, 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 hmm. Hmm. Let's just finish this.